After the Russian invasion of Ukraine in February this year, one particularly affected yet overlooked country has been Georgia. Like Ukraine, Georgia also shares a long border with the Russian Federation, and in recent years has also been the victim of Russian aggression and occupation. There are many parallels that exist between Ukraine and Georgia. Both countries have territories that are occupied by the Russian Federation, which is a result of their democratic and pro-European, pro-Western foreign policy ambitions. Both countries want to join NATO and the EU. But after the recent invasion, Georgia has faced something of a conundrum. It wants to support Ukraine as much as it possibly can, but at the same time it fears a strong backlash from the Kremlin. Politically speaking, therefore, Georgia is walking a very thin tightrope. Perhaps the most significant, and clearly the most visible way in which Georgia has been affected by the current crisis has been the massive influx not just of Ukrainians, but also of Russians and Belarusians. Internal crackdowns on dissent and the freezing of foreign assets in the Russian Federation has forced many Russians to flee their own country, and Georgia has been one of the main destinations for them. Some estimates put the number of newly arrived Russian citizens in Georgia at around 35,000. This is because Russians don't need a visa to come to Georgia, and they can stay for up to a year visa-free and get easy extensions. This isn't to say that it's easy for Russians to come here. Many Georgian banks are refusing to open bank accounts for Russian citizens, and access to money is one of the primary reasons why Russians have come here in the first place. Additionally, the cost of housing in Tbilisi has skyrocketed recently, sometimes as much as threefold. Both local and foreign residents here, including Erasmus students here on exchange, fear being turfed out of their flats by their landlords in favour of higher paying tenants. On top of that, local resentment against Russians has been growing significantly. Anti-Russian graffiti can be seen all over the streets of Tbilisi, and many Russians, who in many cases fled the Putin regime themselves, have found themselves to be the victims of Russophobia. This includes cases of being rejected by landlords and taxi drivers, as well as being aggressively berated by local residents. Overall, what's happening in Georgia has been an overlooked part of this crisis, even though the fate of this small pro-European country rests almost entirely on the outcome of the war in Ukraine.